Now on Sunrise and streaming on CrossroadsToday.com. The Crossroads faces a growing homelessness crisis with families caught in the middle. The AI revolution is coming for your job. A tech CEO predicts massive job losses within the next couple of years. A pioneer in technology announces he is leaving the Trump administration. The White House begins offboarding the tech billionaire. What will the transition look like?
And looking at a clean radar this morning. No rain out there currently, but the rain chances are still in the forecast. How long will that last? Find out coming up.
The Cheyenne Lake Comanche softball team makes final preparations ahead of their showdown in 5 hours. Give you the final preview coming up in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and happy Thursday. Happy last day of school for many of you. It should be a great day, and we do need to remind people, even though we've had this rain, I believe we're still in Drought 3 restrictions for the city of Victoria.
Exactly, yes. I haven't heard any update on that yet, as of yet. There was some rainfall upstream from the Guadalupe River, which is good. So maybe that'll impact us coming up down the line, but it remains to be seen. In the meantime, conserve water because it's a very precious thing we need to conserve to make sure that you are doing your part. All right, let's take a look at the radar. Of course, nothing out there currently, rain-wise, not anywhere near what we saw this time yesterday. And current temperature, 71 degrees, and definitely humid. Look at that, 96% humidity, 10-mile visibility out there currently. Sun shining on the Crossroads this afternoon will cause the temperatures to rocket up well into the 90s for the daytime high air temperature-wise, triple-digit heat index value. So be careful. And there was a few clouds here and there. No rain as of yet. There is a severe weather risk for our area today. Yes, the rain chances are pretty small, and also the risk is small, marginal risk. That's it right there, the smallest one on the chart. But it's a risk nonetheless, so we need to keep our heads up about the weather around here today, just in case. And notice, one thing to notice here. When you're watching over the last few days, the severe weather risk covered the entire Texas Gulf Coast. Notice it's kind of cut off right here, Refugio to Beeville, Three Rivers and points to the west from there. So it means the system is moving ever so slowly to the east, beginning to improve our weather here overall. That's going to mean hotter temperatures in our forecast area here. The rain chances maybe sticking around a little bit longer than that. We'll take a look at that full forecast a little bit later on. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. Officials have identified 2 Victoria residents killed in a rollover crash Monday on Highway 361 in Aransas Pass. Around 2:50 that morning, a Dodge Ram 2500 hit a parked Kia on Highway 361 near Harbor Island Road, causing the truck to roll over. The truck driver, 32-year-old Abraham Zamora, and a passenger, 40-year-old Brittany Lessicar, both from Victoria, were killed at the scene. The Kia driver was arrested for a DWI. Homelessness affects more people in the Crossroads than you may think, not just adults. Hundreds of children are also without a stable place to call home. 25 News Now reporter Ray Mosley joins us with a closer look at the growing need and an advocate's mission to make sure no family is left behind.
When it comes to homelessness in the Crossroads, there are 2 groups often caught in the middle: children and adults. Some are without a permanent place to stay, crashing with a friend or relatives, or spending the night in a motel. Others are living out on the streets. Homelessness advocate Kim Pickens says what the area really needs is a family shelter, a place where couples or single parents with kids can find support and stability. Right now, the resources just aren't enough.
I do this because everybody deserves to have a shot at dignity and respect, a roof to call theirs. I believe everybody deserves to be housed and to be happy.
The numbers are eye-opening. Over 450 students from kindergarten to 12th grade are considered homeless in the Crossroads. Add to that more than 200 adults, including families and veterans. Pickens works hard to stretch local funding and fundraisers to help as many people as possible.
If I could work myself out of a job of helping people who are homeless, I would be the happiest girl on the planet.
For now, she remains determined on a mission to make sure no one is left without a place to call home. Ray Mosley, KAVU TV, 25 News Now.
Pickens says the goal isn't just temporary help, it's lasting change. If you'd like to get involved or learn more about the effort to support families facing homelessness, we have resources linked on our website, crossroadstoday.com. Services for Ganedo's fire chief are set. Ganado Volunteer Fire Department Chief Bernard Scott died last Friday at the age of 51. Scott spent 30 years with the Ganado Volunteer Fire Department, 25 of those years as the fire chief. A visitation will be held Friday at the Ganado High School auditorium from 9:30 to 11 a.m. The funeral service begins at 11:15. Now to a new warning for American workers. Artificial intelligence threatening millions of jobs. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimber with the story.
This morning, a major tech CEO is sounding the alarm about the technology he's spearheading. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei, the head of the company behind AI model Claude 4, has a blunt warning, telling the website Axios half of all entry-level, white-collar jobs could be wiped out by artificial intelligence within 5 years, potentially driving the unemployment rate up to 20%. He says industries most at risk include law, marketing, tech, and finance.
These new generative AI technologies pose a real risk to early career knowledge jobs.
In recent months, AI has shown stunning capabilities, from generating hyper-realistic fake videos to diagnosing rare diseases through data analysis. The state Supreme Court in Arizona is even using AI-powered avatars to act as reporters and summarize court rulings.
My AI colleague Daniel and I will be bringing you regular updates.
AI's rapid rise could bring real benefits, but also real disruption. The people most likely to be hit first, young, college-educated workers in their first jobs, before they've built experience or seniority.
Who don't yet have the work experience to be a sort of a manager of a team of AI agents.
Some major companies already downsizing. Walmart cutting 1,500 corporate jobs, part of a technology-led restructuring. Microsoft laying off 6,000, saying it's aligning for the AI era. So how can you protect your career? Experts say double down on what AI struggles with, making human connections and doing things in person.
If you can do your job locked in a closet with a computer, those are the things that are more worrying for AI. Things that have to be in person and really with people tend to be safer.
And learn to work with AI, not against it.
It's really important that you've mastered your craft, your area of expertise, augmented by this technology.
Anthropic's CEO is pushing lawmakers to get up to speed on AI and urgently look at ways to regulate this technology. Andrew Dimber, ABC News, New York.
And that leads us to your viewer poll. You can scan the QR code on your screen to take part. We want to know, are you worried about AI's impact on American jobs? All right, let's take a look. 67% of you say yes and 33% of you say no. Thank you for taking part in our viewer poll. Elon Musk has announced he is departing from the Trump administration. The White House began Musk's offboarding Wednesday night. Musk posted on social media thanking the president, saying his Department of Government Efficiency team will continue to work throughout the government. As a special government employee, Musk was limited to a 130-day appointment. Remember, follow us on YouTube, Crossroads Today. Hit the like button and click the notification bell. Let's get a look at our clock up here. It's just about 6:39 on our Thursday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up next on 25 News Now Sunrise. Astronomers discover a mysterious pulsing object in space, unlike anything they've seen before.
I'm ABC's Perry Russom in Washington. A federal court deals a massive blow to Trump's tariff policy. That story coming up.
Notice the temperatures, with high temperatures well into the 90s coming up in the next several days. This is above what we have been seeing because of the reducing amount of cloud cover and rainfall chance that we'll have, causing the temperature to heat up during the afternoon. What about the rain chance? Still continuing though at some point. We'll give the details coming up next in your forecast. Good morning. As we transition from less rainfall chances to heat is our main weather story. And we can see that becoming to giving us hot temperatures again today with more sunshine, starting off in the 70s currently. And then by 1 o'clock, we're near 90 degrees. This is the air temperature where the thermometer reads. That's what we're looking at here. In the low 90s and maybe some mid 90s out in the western parts of the Crossroads, Beeville to Carson City, Kennedy area. And add to that the humidity factor, what it really feels like. You add that a little bit of a breeze in, the air temperature and the humidity factor all in the play. I feel like temperatures will be well above 104 or so by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Even down the coast, triple digit heat index value all the way down to Port O'Connor. That tells you right there, even with the sea breeze, it's going to be very extremely hot and very oppressive on the outside. So take frequent breaks. 103 to 104 still continuing until about 6 p.m. or so before it cools down a little bit in the overnight. And this trend will continue for your day on Friday. Looking at the weather map across the state, weak front to the north, it's a cold front, yes, but not really in the sense of bringing us a cooler weather behind it. It's a boundary line which will push on through and doesn't have the dynamics in the atmosphere like we have been seeing for widespread rainfall that we saw yesterday especially, but a slight chance of rain still in the area because of the moisture content and some instability still lingering. We'll talk about that later on in the 7-day outlook to come.
All right, Crossroads. Yesterday we highlighted one final preview for the Ganado Maidens as they face the Reesville Indians there at 1 p.m. today, this afternoon. But the game before that will be the Cheyenne Lady Comanches who are looking to go back-to-back state championships versus the Sundown Roughnecks. The game will be at 10 a.m., so in about 4 or 5 hours from now. The Comanches have a lot of returners there from last year's championship team, and they believe this experience and having great overall pitching can be huge keys in today's contest.
We have more experience on the field. We've played there before. So we won't be as nervous. We're still going to be a little nervous, but not as much, just because we were there last year and we know what to do and how the feel of the field is.
Where they're standing in the box and kind of have a plan on where we want to pitch to that batter. And so we focus on that mainly, and then just obviously hitting our spots.
Both Chaka and Springfield believe they can go back-to-back here today and help Coach Keller and this outstanding senior class go on a high note going into next season. This is Max Williams, 25 News Now Sports.
We want to invite y'all to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, or Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. Now we turn to President Trump's tariff policy, which faces a major blow in court after a federal block. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington with the details.
Global financial markets surging higher after a federal court blocked President Trump's attempt to impose tariffs under emergency powers. The court striking down the president's use of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to justify the tariffs. A group of states and businesses had sued, arguing Trump's claimed emergency is a figment of his own imagination. The administration vowing to appeal. Trump's trade policy has rattled markets and clouded economic forecasts.
Every few days, there's a new thing, so it's very hard to predict. Although we're beginning to see a pattern, and the pattern is big demands, big threats, and then a postponement.
The latest buzzword on Wall Street is TACO, T-A-C-O, standing for Trump Always Chickens Out, reflecting skepticism Trump will follow through with his tariff threats. The president asked about the acronym yesterday after agreeing to delay tariffs on the European Union.
Because they weren't willing to meet. And after I did what I did, they said, we'll meet anytime you want. And we have an end date of July 9th. You call that chickening out?
Trump says his tariffs will bring back American jobs and reduce the trade deficit. General Motors CEO yesterday voicing her support in an interview with the Wall Street Journal.
For decades now, it has not been a level playing field for U.S. automakers globally with either tariffs or non-tariff trade barriers. So I think tariffs is one tool that the administration can use to level the playing field.
The tariffs causing some major American companies to slash their profit expectations. Macy's now joining the list with plans to selectively raise prices on some products. The court's ruling does not affect the tariffs on steel, aluminum, and imported cars. They were invoked using a different law. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Astronomers have detected a pulsing object in space that is unlike anything they've seen before. The celestial object emits bright flashes of radio waves and X-rays. The object is located within our galaxy about 15,000 light years from Earth. Scientists believe it could be a long-period transient, a new class of cosmic objects that emit bright flashes of radio waves periodically. Fewer than 12 have been found since they were first spotted in 2022. It's graduation season, and we're continuing to congratulate the class of 2025. Congratulations to Brianna from Victoria East High School. Congratulations, Brianna. We're so proud of you and excited for the future ahead. Shoot for the stars. Love mom, dad, and family. Congratulations to Connor. We closed our eyes for a moment and suddenly a man stood where our boy used to be. You've given us so many reasons to be proud, your kind heart, your strength, your courage, but our proudest moment is telling others about our son. Seniors 2025. Congratulations to Hannah from Ganado High School. Hannah, we're so proud of you. Congratulations on your graduation. We can't wait to see all the things you accomplish. Love from your Pena family. And congratulations go out to Cayman from Edna High School. Cayman, you did it. We're bursting with pride. Keep chasing dreams and being awesome and rocking life your way. We love you like crazy. Love mom, dad, Kaden, and Kaya. If you want to celebrate a special grad, you have until June 13th to send in a photo and a message. We're featuring our grads on air and on social media. Go to crossroadstoday.com, click on the entertainment tab, then the contest tab to submit yours. The time is now 6:48 on our Thursday morning. Still to come on Sunrise, a major escalation affects one of America's top universities. What students and families need to know. Time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to Kinley. Happy 13th birthday to our baby girl. We love you to the moon and back and wish you the very best. Love mom, dad, Cam, and Kimber. Happy birthday to Noel Gallagher, one half of the rock band Oasis, who's turning 58 today. Happy birthday. And happy birthday to Dora. Happy birthday, Mom. Blessings always. We love you. From your family. To see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, come to crossroadstoday.com, click on the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo. The time now, let's get a look. It's just about 6:49 on our Thursday morning. Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
And good morning, Trade Mining here. Let's take a look at the future track. Start off with not anywhere near as active as it was this time yesterday, with thunderstorms all along the region yesterday morning, giving us some good rainfall totals. Drier atmosphere today, more stable atmosphere, but just enough instability exists and definitely have the moisture in place for maybe a pop-up rain shower or storm sometime today, maybe along the coast to start, but mostly the area will remain on the dry side and hot temperatures with more sunshine in the mixed with cloud cover. So Victoria, well, looks like the chance of rain will be pretty small, with high temperatures near 90 degrees and topping that by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, with the clouds hanging in. An extended forecast for us here, keeping the temperatures, well, pretty much the same, 92 degrees for your daytime high today. That'll be increasing somewhat to mid-90s or so by the afternoon time for the weekend and the first part of next week, with sunny skies there, mid-90s or so by the Tuesday and Wednesday time frame. Small rain chances today and the next several days. Yes, the chances are small, but keep that in mind. There is a alert day for our area today for a marginal risk of severe weather. So if you have to get under one of those isolated storms, it could be on the heavy side, heavy rainfall, lightning, and gusty winds. So please keep that in mind. Be weather aware. Anything you need to know weather-wise around here, we'll keep you informed. Otherwise, keeping the temperatures on the hot side, with temperatures well into the mid-90s by the end of the week and weekend. Lows remaining in the 70s.
The Trump administration's feud with Harvard University is escalating. Officials say the State Department is reviewing all visa holders affiliated with the Ivy League school, not just students. They said They did not say why the review is being conducted. The Trump administration previously moved to revoke Harvard's ability to enroll international students, but that was halted by a federal judge. These actions come as the Trump administration takes steps to deter international students from studying at U.S. universities. Attorneys general from 16 states filed a lawsuit in federal court against the Trump administration Wednesday. The suit argues the administration's efforts to cut National Science Foundation research programs is illegal. The coalition of states asked a judge to end NSF policies that are halting millions of dollars worth of research spending. The White House has proposed a 55% budget cut for the NSF. Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. The aid crisis in Gaza reaches a breaking point. Hunger drives desperate actions in Gaza with deadly results. A hungry crowd of Palestinians broke into a United Nations warehouse in central Gaza on Wednesday, resulting in at least 2 deaths and multiple injuries as famine conditions worsen in the Strip. It is unclear what caused the deaths and injuries. The World Food Program says it's working to verify the exact circumstances, but emphasized the tragedy reflects alarming and deteriorating conditions on the ground directly linked to the aid blockade. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Hamas's Gaza chief has been killed. Mohammed Sinwar was one of Israel's most wanted men and the younger brother of deceased Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, who masterminded the October 7th Hamas terror attack in Israel. Sinwar was elevated to the top ranks of the Palestinian militant group last year, following his brother's death. Hamas has yet to confirm his death. UK prosecutors confirmed charges against the Tate brothers. They include rape and human trafficking. Self-proclaimed misogynist Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan faced 21 charges in the UK, including rape, actual bodily harm, human trafficking connected to 1 victim, and controlling prostitution for gain connected to 3 victims. The brothers have previously denied any wrongdoing. Automatic denial of bail for some migrants fails to pass the Texas House. Supporters say the proposal would improve safety. Critics say it would violate due process. You can read this story by the Texas Tribune on crossroadstoday.com. And we want to invite y'all to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. And now let's get our last day of school forecast with Trey. How's it looking out there, Trey? How should we celebrate?
Well, dress cool for school on the last day of school, so it's definitely going to be hot. And keep the umbrella just in case. There's a 20% chance of rain today. Yes, it's a small chance, but it's a chance nonetheless. So it could be in your neighborhood, so be prepared if it does. Alert day today as well for the marginal risk of severe weather throughout the day today. That's also a very small risk, the smallest risk we have on the chart for severe weather, but it's still a risk nonetheless, so be weather aware. And keeping the trend going for the next several days. Notice the high temperature is getting warmer, definitely in mid-90s or so by the first part of next week until about Tuesday or Wednesday or so. So with more sunshine in place. Low temperatures in the 70s, so no change there. Main thing you need to be concerned about, of course, is the heat. It's at 0.05 heat index value about 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Victoria. Definitely getting near the dangerous category, so stay hydrated and stay safe out there and stay out of the heat if you can.
Yes, the heat is very dangerous. Take it very seriously.
Yes.
And be sure to join Shauna, Dawn, Matt Clovio, and Max today for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10. Have a great Thursday.